Most nonprofits think fundraising is the only way to get people to donate to your mission. But if your team is tired of cold calls, donor meetings that go nowhere, and online donations trickling in way too slowly, it might not be your fundraising strategy that's broken. It might actually be your brand. Because when it's done well, your brand strategy is your donor acquisition strategy, helping you attract aligned donors online, communicate your mission clearly, and ultimately raise more money without relying on nonstop one-to-one outreach. Hi, I'm Lauren Atherton from HeartSpark Design, and I help nonprofit leaders transform their outdated branding to a clear, cohesive brand that attracts aligned donors, increases online donation, and finally gives your team a break from doing all of the explaining. In this video, I'm walking you through the exact process I use with clients to help their brand do the heavy lifting for fundraising and donor acquisition. By the end, you'll know what's keeping your brand from attracting donors and what you can change to start seeing results. Oh, if you want a quick win, take my free brand personality quiz. It's the foundation of the brand refresh process that I guide all of my clients through, and it'll help you instantly identify the unique vibe that actually draws people to you. The link's in the description, so click on that below. Okay, let's start with a common belief that trips everybody up. A lot of people believe that your brand is just a logo and a color palette, but it's much more than that. It's actually a fundraising tool when it's done well. Just like for-profit companies build attractive packaging to sell their products, we've got to make your mission attractive to sell it to donors. The most effective nonprofits don't chase every donor. They build a brand that attracts the right ones automatically, and you do that through branding. For example, a few years ago, I worked with Christy at Children's Driving Together. About 6 months after we refreshed her website and our brand, she got the attention of a pretty major brand. Actually, she ended up winning a grant from Nike, which, yeah, that Nike. They were investing in smaller organizations focused on community building in LA. And because Christy had refreshed her brand, and she would tell you this directly, that's what caught their attention because they saw themselves in her organization. But when it comes to reaching the general public, you're not competing with other nonprofits. You're competing with everyone and everything that's on the internet. And we have to play that game like we know that's the game that's happening because that's our reality. That's the reality that we're in the United States. Now, when it comes to branding, today's donors are really, really savvy. They expect the same emotional connection, seamless experience, and confidence that they get from for-profits that they support, from the nonprofits that they donate to and support as well. In just 50 milliseconds, they judge whether your nonprofit looks credible and is for them. These are emotional decisions, highly emotional decisions. If your website feels clunky, unclear, or outdated, they hesitate. And that little pause is what stops donations and stops us from acquiring new donors. So let's pause here for a second and do a quick check-in. Does your brand feel more like a fundraising asset or a fundraising obstacle right now? I want you to drop it in the comments. You don't share any more than that, just asset or obstacle. I'm curious where you're at and how you feel about your own brand right now. Because when your brand is not aligned, everything feels harder. You're stuck explaining your mission over and over again. You're manually walking people through why your work matters, why is it urgent for right now. Your materials are inconsistent and pieced together. Somebody in development is using this old presentation. Somebody's using this template that hasn't been updated in forever. But all of that is fixable. Because when your brand is cohesive and clear, it becomes a filter and a magnet. It repels the wrong people, the wrong donors, and attracts the right ones automatically. Because again, we're going back to those emotional decisions people are making about your brand, that gut decision that they're making. So here are 3 steps that I suggest you do to just get started kind of auditing your own brand. 1, survey your current donors. Ask them why they give. What do they love about your mission? Their words and phrasing and their passion is what's going to help shape your messaging to attract more raving fans just like them. Number 2, I want you to test your own donation process. Now, I know every time I suggest this, I get eye rolls and people are like, we don't need to do that. It's fine. But I highly suggest that you do it. And if you think it's fine, do it on your phone. Test your donation process on your phone because this is the key to donor acquisition is someone actually donates. That's how we assign them as a donor. Try donating to your own organization on your phone. Is it easy? How long did it take you? Were there any points where you were confused or frustrated? If you have like 15 forms or like form fields on your form, that's way too many. So write down those things, like really sit down with the process, write down what you liked, didn't like, and then fix it. Because if you're feeling that pain or your team is feeling that pain, donors are feeling that even more so because they don't have the patience to actually go through the process and complete the goal. Now, last but not least, I want you to really start getting curious about your own brand and your own brand personality. Now, this might seem fluffy, but I promise you having a consistent brand starts from the inside out. I created a simple quiz that'll help you discover which one of 12 personality types fits your organization best. So you can operate in your strengths and how others see you. Because the best brands are built on truths, not trends. In just 5 minutes, you'll discover how your team naturally connects with people, how supporters see you, and what to say to build a brand that actually supports your fundraising efforts. Honestly, it's like holding up a mirror to your organization so you can see yourself a little more clearly. It's the same first step that all of my clients take too, and the link is in the description below. Now, if this video helped, go ahead and like it, subscribe for more branding and fundraising tips, and let me know in the comments whether your brand is a fundraising asset or an obstacle right now. I really do want to know and respond to your comments. Here's to a brand that makes fundraising easier and that you're going to feel proud to share. You've got this.